where I will be able to show you the features and the smart features that JiPOS version 3 comes with. And of course, you can't be able to see my screen from this point, and I'm logged in. If you'd want to be on the same screen with me, you can just type on your web browser demo.jipos.co. You will be able to access this particular page. It is free to access. It is online for everyone. And of course, now I'm logging in using my administrator account. The moment you log in, of course, using an admin, using this particular demo account, I will be able to see different industries which JiPOS can serve. And of course, this time I'll just specifically select bar and restaurant. And the moment I do that, I will only be able to see the features that are aligned towards the bar and restaurant industry, that is hospitality, and looking at the management of different aspects of bar business and a restaurant business. And the moment I'm logged in as an admin, I will be able to see different, actually all the features that JiPOS comes with, all the features and all the operations and all the reports and all the users, what their activities are, what they're doing. And the moment I'm logged in, I should be able to see all my users, all the SMS balances that I've sent, and also I should be able to see my supplier balances and the different stores that I've registered in the system. And again, I can be able to drill down. These are just quick buttons that you will be able to use to go to the main features, things to do with supplier management, which is key for your business, and also customers. You need to be able to keep track of customer purchases and even the purchases you make from your suppliers. That is why we have got this here. And again, this is just to direct you to where you need to register new items, check your or do your direct purchase, and also check your stock balances, check your kitchen displays. This is now not kitchen displays, but kitchen orders. This can work perfectly well with a display screen in a kitchen. Let me just open it in a new tab. I'll also open this one in a new tab so that you have a good look at them. And when we come here, you will be able to see this is the kitchen captain orders. If you mount a screen in the kitchen, whereby now if an order is made by a waiter, then it comes and pops up on that particular screen for your chef to be able to see and take action. This works pretty fine with that. Many people call it kitchen display system or KDS. And again, we have the same one for the bar, which is here. This is now for bar. So an order is made there at the terminal, then it is popped on the screen at the bar section or the restaurant section, and the chef can pick it for processing. Even if you're working with an online shop, which is a feature in JiPOS, all these orders will be deposited. This is what I'm talking about. This is the online shop. All these orders will be deposited or will be displayed on the kitchen display unit. Your chef or bartender or the people responsible to take action in their preparation. The next thing is recipe. With this one will take you to recipe. We'll just look at that in a few. Happy hour configuration. This is when it comes to giving discounts, doing direct expenses or registering direct expenses, tracking your check payments, and new order, the POS. We're just going to look at that as well. And also the online shop. Let me just open this on a new tab. And again, this one on a new tab. When I come here, I should be able to see my point of sale section. POS basically means point of sale. This is the section through which sales will be made, the page that your waiters will be interacting with. And of course, using this particular page is quite simple. Your waiters will just be coming here and placing their orders, as simple as that. These are the items we've registered in the system. And of course, you can see their prices against the quantities. Then once a waiter adds an item to the calculator, this section here called the calculator, I can simply adjust the quantities just like that, as easy as that. And then I just sell. Yeah, as simple as that. Then you will have got what we call credit sales. These are sales that have not been marked as cleared, or sales that have been made without receiving the money in the system. All that you will be able to track. Bringing you back to this other page. And of course, we do have got a whole video talking about how to make a sale using JiPOS. That is how waiters will be selling. We have got a standalone video regarding this. Of course, you can check it in our YouTube channel. When you just go to YouTube channel under playlist, you will see JiPOS version 3. Just check it there. You will be able to see it. And we have covered all the videos for each and every feature. They are detailed videos that is available within our profile. And you can be able to also use what we call online shop. Online shop is basically a page through which now you can post, you can expose what you sell to your online audience. It can be integrated with your website so that orders that are coming here can be deposited or can be displayed in the kitchen for action purposes and delivery. Yes, we can also be able to give you more information on that. And of course, there is a particular video also in our profile that talks about that. But this one, let me just show you what else JiPOS can be able to give to you as a restaurant and a bar owner. Of course, here, still within the dashboard, you will be able to see due invoices. It means you can be able to track your invoices. Of course, you will be sending invoices and quotations to your customers. And again, you will be able to see all the items that we have registered in the system, the items that need restocking. This is key information for you to know how to move the next day in terms of what to restock. Of course, based on their reducing balances. That is items that need restocking. We have got open sales. These are all the credit sales that have been made in the system. It means you can be able to track all your credit sales, all the sales that have been made and have not been cleared. You can be able to track them. That is in terms of even people who sold it, when, to which customer, and how much. And again, all the sales that have been made in the system, all the M-Pesa payments, you can be able to see there. Then another good information here that is key for you as a business owner is the top 15 fast moving items. This is to be able to help you, or this is to help you in terms of knowing which items move faster in your business. And again, here you will be able to see just a summary of accounts reports. These are now registered accounts or the payment modes. We call them payment modes. You can be able to register payment mode like an M-Pesa payment mode, cash, a PDQ, Pesa, PayPal, or anything else that you will be using to receive money. And you can be able to track them. And of course, it will be able to help you in terms of knowing how much you've received in cash, how much you've received in till, how much you received in any other means of payment. Of course, we have got a whole report here talking about it. We'll be able to show you that. But again, we have got also total or today's sales summary, as self-explanatory as that. Now, bringing you to this feature, when I am logged in as an admin, I will be able to see everything. But other users that I will be creating the system, or you will be creating the system, will not be able to see everything. Whatever they will be able to see, it's you to determine. How do you determine that? Of course, through what we call system user role management. Of course, which is here. You can just simply define your roles or the user's roles. So what level of access do they have in the system? So you can be able to create different roles, and then you can configure them appropriately by just simply editing it and checking or unchecking what you need these guys to do. Under purchases, you just simply come here and activate or deactivate what you need this person to do. And as simple as that. We do have got a whole video talking about roles and management in our profile. You can check it out. But again, let me bring you now back to where we were initially. And we want to start with purchases. Now, these are all the features. These are the features that JiPOS comes with. And I want just to take you through them one by one, just highlighting what they do without going deeper into them. Now, starting with purchases, you can be able to do purchases or track your purchases, the purchases that you make from your suppliers. And of course, from this is the point from which we start tracking our inventory. This one. And also looking at the accounts. Okay. And again, you can be able to raise LPOs. This is if you do have got suppliers who accept LPOs, you can be able to do that. And of course, any item that you purchase will be able to restock automatically in the system. That is in terms of their quantities. That means purchases as a feature is interlinked with what we call inventory. All right. And again, you will be able to see we have got under purchases, when you're trying to make a direct purchase, you can't be able to specify from or to which store this particular purchase is going. It means we can be able to register different stores that we work with in the system so that we start tracking the inventory from that point as well. So registration of stores is also quite simple. You just simply come here, you will be able to see what we call stores. Apart from that, we have got now, apart from LPOs, we have got now the products, which the first item that you will see there is called the items. This is just all the items that we have registered in the system. And registration of these items is quite simple. You just simply come and click this button, and then you have got these forms that you fill so that you can specify to which category this item belongs, which units, what is the name, the price, buying price, the mark price, and all that. Then you simply save. And when you come here, you will find it all registered in your item list. Just as simple as that. And of course, under the item, let me just click an item profile, just like this one. This is called half-quarter chicken and chips. This is just one sample items that have been registered in this demo account. And in its profile, you can still edit it. You can upload an image. You can create a byproduct. You can do barcodes. You can do multiple serial codes. And also, you can do what is called stores redistribution. We have got a whole video talking about all this. And of course, just in case you don't have time for these videos, you can still reach us out so that we have a personalized demo for you. Again, we have got now serials. All the serial codes that we have created will be deposited on this side. And again, you can still create more, of course, here. Again, under that, we have got what is called requisition. How is requisition helpful to you? You could be asking that question. This is helpful when it comes to tracking your inventory, because the inventory is where you make loss or make profit. So when it comes to requisition, let's say you do have got different stores that you're working with in your establishment, and you have got an inventory control, so that will reduce the chances of wastage. You need to have a streamlined way of requesting and allocating this stock. That is why we have got this requisition here, whereby you have to specify, if you're the one requesting for the items, which store that needs these particular items. You specify that here. And then, of course, which store should issue these particular items. You specify that and give it a priority. And then you specify these items that you want. Then you're good to go. Just submit. All those requisitions will be here. For who? For the inventory controller to be able to approve based on what is available and based on what you have requested. And we will maintain, the system will maintain a history or a record of all that. Again, we have got a video talking about requisition and how it is done, and even how it can be able to help you further streamline your inventory. But from that, we have got stock balances. This is one of the most or the best features that JiPOS comes with. That is tracking your inventory, real-time inventory balances per store. And of course, the moment you click this, you will come here and select which store you want to check its real-time balance. Let's say it is main store, as an example. I will be able to see all the items that are in main store. And again, plus how they have been registered. That is things to do with units, category, price, as it has been configured. And again, what is important here is this column here, stock quantity. So under stock quantity, you will be able to see the real-time stock balances. What do I mean with real-time? It means that whenever we do a purchase, this quantity should be restocked automatically. Whenever we do a sell, it should reduce automatically. Whenever we do an item return, a wastage, or any other thing, this quantity is affected real time. So that whenever you come to this particular page, or even at the end of the day, if you want to know your real-time balances, you can just simply come and query or just click whichever store that you want to check. Let's say even if it is this one, you will be able to see the items that are available in that store plus their real-time stock balance. And again, what is good here, we have got what we call the purchase value. Let me just open this particular store. Let me see if this one has got some information that I need. No, let me try this one. Yeah, this one has. So a good example or two key columns that you can take advantage of here in this particular report is the purchase value and the marked up value. When you come down here, you can be able to know your real-time stock balance. Real-time stock balance based on the purchase value. And again, your real-time or the estimated profit, that is after sale of the items that are currently existing in that particular store. It means that you can just walk into a particular store and from the report you get in the system, you know your worth. Self-explanatory. The next thing is stock take. You can be able to take advantage of this particular feature to be able to do your different stock take in the system. Yeah, talking about stock take, you can be able to take advantage of this particular feature. You create a stock take instance, and then you adjust the quantities appropriately as it should. And of course, you will have got the history of all your stock take adjustments in this section. And again, below it, we do have got what is called movement of stock or move stock. How will this help you? This will help you this way. If you do not want to take advantage of the requisitions, you can still use movement of stock, whereby we do have got limited resources in terms of personnel, those who are to be in charge of inventory. Or if you do not have like a good structure of inventory controlling, then still you can be able to take advantage of the movement of stock feature. That is, you can be able to decide how much you want to allocate to a restaurant today or to a bar today. And of course, at the end of the day, you can be able to know how much has been sold. Of course, we're just going to look at that in the next few minutes. So this particular movement of stock comes with a very important feature here we call move by cost or movement by cost. This will help you when it comes to moving items to do with, let's say if you do have got a buffet that you're working on, or if you have got a party, or any other combination that you not want to track, of course, through a recipe. You can be able to do that using movement by cost as a feature. We have got a whole video talking about that. Don't worry. You can just visit our profile. You will be able to find it. But again, you will have got the history of all those movements that we have done down here, and you can query them based on a date range. Again, we have got recipe. Recipe now comes handy when you want to do costings for your different dishes. Let's say you want to create a plate of biryani as an example. You need to know the cost that goes in so that when you want to determine the cost that you want to charge as a marked price or the selling price, you already have got a pre-informed judgment based on what cost that you have to incur to make that particular dish. That is what the recipe will be able to do for you. You can be able to create that particular item, of course, giving it a name here, and then specify these items, these columns appropriately. And then, of course, you will be able to select your items here, the items that you want to use for this particular dish or for this particular plate. And then all the measurements, you will create them there, portions, and then you will be able to get the actual amounts of money that is in correspondence to the actual measurements or the portionings that you have listed here. So then all of that will be down here as the cost of sale. From here, then you can be able to come up with your marked up price. All right, we have got our video talking about recipe. I will keep saying that so that you go to our profile and see them or see it in action. And again, we have got wastages. Wastage as a feature will be able to help you record those wastages that normally we incur in a business setup and specifically in a restaurant and a bar setup. These are things that we cannot ignore. We have to record each and every single waste that leaves the restaurant store, the bar store. That must be recorded in the system so that when you come back to product under stock balances, you get your accurate stock balances. Of course, that is also if sales has passed, that is sales that is through the POS has passed through the system. If purchases, you recorded through the system. And of course, if any case there is any other wastage or return, be it a purchase or a sale return has been recorded in the system, then you should be able to get your stock balances as real. Okay, the next thing is the sales, which is also quite robust, starting with the point of sale, which we had looked at, the page. This is the page through which your waiters will be selling, but we have done a video talking about this particular model. I'll take you back to where we were. Under the sales, we have got also sales list. Sales list is now all the sales that we have made in the system. All is deposited here, and you can see these ones with red numbers. These are called open sales or credit sales. All these credit sales are deposited here. You will see this section so that you can be able to track them. You will be able to see from the customer that this sale was served, which table, the date, the attendant or the waiter, how much, the balance, and all that comes with it. Let me just open and view or edit. Let me just view, and I can just click here to view the profile of this particular sale. And under the profile of this particular sale, you can still do much. This is still an open sale. I can change a customer, I can transfer a sale from a waiter to another waiter. Let's say their shifts are ending, I can be able to do that. That's a normal practice in a restaurant and a bar. And I can map this sale, or I can map it to an agent. Let's say an agent brought me a sale. I can map it to an agent and give a discount or a commission. I can generate a delivery note. I can print this particular sale. I can split an order. I can print a captain order. I can give still a discount at this point. I can still print it. All this if I do have what is called the rights. It means all these are controlled by the rights or the role management feature that we just saw earlier. Again, we do have got under that, under this particular profile still, you can be able to clear this cell by marking it appropriately with the payment mode, or you can simply trigger an STK push, of course, using this particular feature here to the customer's phone number. You can be able to do that, especially if your customer is using the Kenyan Safaricom number. You can do that. But after that, let us look at also what we have: quotations. Quotations and invoices are self-explanatory. You can be able to take advantage of that when you want to raise quotations. Let's say a group of people have approached you to hold a party in your business. You need to do a quotation or an invoice. You will be able to use that. Also, you can be able to void an open sale. All your voided sales will be available here. And again, you can be able to also track them. These are the voided sales. You can be able to track them. You see which customer was this sale initially made to, which selling point, or which service point, the date, the transaction type, things to do with even the narrative, or the voiding reason, and even the person who voided it, you will be able to see. Apart from that, we have got complementary, same way. And complementing a sale, it is, of course, interlinked with what is called the accounting. That is, we are talking about expenses and income. Now, without going deeper into that, we have got also the what is called M-Pesa till payments, M-Pesa callback URLs, or STK push. All those payments through your till will be deposited there, and then returns. You can be able to do or record an item return in the system. Let's say you sell an item or two different items to the customer and it returns one. You need to record that back in the system, of course, by just simply coming and saying sell return. Same way, you can be able to specify which condition this item has been returned. Is it bad or spoiled? If it is good, it will restock in the system. If it is bad, marked as an expense. You will get your accounts right at the end of the day. That is just a brief overview of the sales module. It is something that we can talk about for a good amount of time. But I'm just showing you each feature that is available under sales, under each module, so that it brings to your attention what JiPOS has. But of course, we have done more videos regarding each and every module that you see here and each and every feature that you see here. I will repeat and repeat that so that you can visit our profile and view how these features work. Again, you can be able to take advantage of accounting. Actually, with this particular feature, you do not need QuickBooks, you do not need Sage, you do not need any other third-party accounting software. Everything is well configured here. And it has been integrated with the sales module and also things to do with purchases module and inventory. So at the end of the day, as a business owner, you just take advantage of the reports, things to do with profit and loss, things to do with balance sheet and trial balance, even cash flow if you want to, or even checking your different account balances and even the ledger. But again, you can do your journals, check your charts of account, do your configure your account types, record any other extra income, do your budgeting, and also record any other extra expense. And again, down here, you will be able to see you have got general ledger and then the VAT input and output, which you will not find in any other system around. And again, under that, we have now the management of the staff, because at the end of the day, you need to record the awards that you've given to your staff, things to do with best staff of the year or best staff of the quarter. You need to record that so that you maintain a clean history of how your staff is performing, and your different transactions, so to call it, with your staff. Apart from awards, you can be able to give warnings. You need to record that. You can be able, staff will be resigning at one point, and of course, you can be able to terminate. You need to keep clean record of that. And again, we have got payroll, which you can take advantage of, coming with the latest features. We have got leave management, through which you can be able to track the leave balances of your staff. And again, attendance, which is key in any business. You can be able to track attendance. What time has this staff come in today, tomorrow, and the rest of the day, or the rest of the days he is serving your business. Again, we have got SMS notifications, which is a tool that you can take to your advantage when it comes to promoting your business through discounts or even building loyalty programs. That is what SMS will be able to serve you with. And of course, we have got something here, what we call SMS trigger points. These are points through which or at which you need an SMS trigger to a customer. Let's say a customer has bought something. Like in this case, you can be able to see after sale thank you note to a customer. When you activate it, the moment a customer purchases something and his records are with us in the system, or we pick it during the purchase, then an SMS is sent to the customer thanking him for, of course, purchasing with us and welcoming him back. Yeah, so that creates what we call customer retention or customer loyalty. And of course, talking about loyalty, we do have got what is called loyalty program or loyalty points in the system, which is also available and in the system profile, in the customer profile. Yeah. So apart from that, we have got reports. And as you can see for yourself, under reports, we have got a whole ton of reports, which you can take to your advantage. This is starting with a close day report. Some people call it night audit report. Of course, what does it come with? It comes with quite much for you to take note of. And of course, let me just use a sample report here. Let me just query a report here so that you understand it better. Very good. Now, starting with, you need to know at the end of the day, or at the end of the week, or at the end of the month, or even at the end of the year, whenever you want to query this report, it is endless. You can specify your date range and query it, and you can even drill down to time, which hour to which hour. You need to know that your total sales. Let's say it is at the end of the day that you've queried this report. You need to know how much has been sold in your shop, or in your restaurant, or in your bar. And of course, you will be able to see all cleared and pending. This is all the cleared plus credit sales, all there. And then here alone, you will be able to see actual amounts in possession. These are now the actual cleared sales. Again, all the uncleared sales, all the credit sales, all are there. And how sales have been received. Now, this is talking about what we saw earlier, that is through the registration of payment modes. You can register your different payment modes in the system so that when you're clearing this any credit sale, you tie it to a given payment mode, through which means it has been paid. And at the end of the day, or at the end of the month, you can be able to see how much have we received in our M-Pesa account, in our till, in our equity, in our PDQ, whichever means or whichever mode of payment you've recorded here. Apart from that, you can be able to see general information, things to do with discounts. You need to know at the end of the day how much you've given in discounts, and even voided sales, and even in complimentary sales, so that you know where am I going bad. Is it the complimentary sales are the complimentary sales becoming too much? Which side can I reduce? You need to have that information at your fingertips. And this report will be able to give it to you. Again, we have got staff sales, which at the end of the day, you can be able to know who has sold the highest, who has sold the least, who is doing the best than the others, who is always lagging behind. You need to know that and be able to assist you even in terms of rewarding your staff. And again, you can be able to see we have got item sales report. Item sales report is also very key. We are going to look at that deeply. And also we have got general expenses. All expenses that are that you incur in your business needs to be recorded. And at the end of the day or at the end of the month, you will have got all the expenses summed up in this particular format. And of course, we have got different ways through which you can be able to track your expenses, starting from the expense accounts, looking at their statements or their ledgers. We have got other videos talking about that. The next report which is very key for you as a business owner working in a restaurant and a bar setup, is the item sales report. Item sales report will be able to give you what, in terms of their quantities, have we sold, what has been sold in your restaurant and bar. And again, looking at the quantity, or not only looking at the quantity, we can look at the cost of sale and then the sale value. The sale value here comes with also what we call the estimated profit. This is now what we have sold against what it has brought into our business. So this report can help you in many ways, even in determining what to give more priority on. That is, looking at the quantities we have sold here. Let's say a good example could be 6. Now this one gives us only 120 shillings in in one scenario. Then another scenario, we have got this item here, which is we have sold only 2 and it has given us 30,000. So at the end of the day, you can be able to use this report to analyze what items are selling most in your business, which items are giving you most profit, which items you are selling most but not giving you profit, which items are not moving, so that you can be able to take charge and make the right decision. Even in terms of restocking, you can be able to restock the items that gives you money. And even in terms of your marketing, you can be able to give more focus or priority to market more on the items that give you money. Basically, this report comes with more information you can get from it, and you can query it at any given moment. Let's say you can query it this day, next day, or this month, compare it with the next month, compare it with the other month, so that you can, at the end of the day, the end of the week, the end of the month, the end of the year, have an informed judgment on the next decision you can take with the items you stock. Apart from that, we have got now other reports, quite important. Things to do with item ledger. You need to know how your items have been moving. Let's say you are suspecting there is an item that is lost. You can be able to track it all the way from the point it is purchased to the point it leaves the system. Of course, how it has moved, it has exchanged the hands through different stores. You can be able to see that clearly, so that you can be able to know at what point has this item gotten lost, and ask the right questions to the right people. That is what system should be able to do for you, so that at the end of the day, your money is put right where it belongs. That is your pocket. And talking about pocket, you will be able to see staff sales summary. Now, you can be able to reward your staff, and of course, based on their performance, you can be able to see how they have performed in terms of sales, of course, using that particular report. Apart from that, you will be able to see your check payments. You can be able to track your suppliers. And talking about suppliers, let me just open this one. You can be able to see all the orders that you've made from this particular supplier, including the credit purchases. That is the pending sales, or the pending purchases or the pending payments you need to make to this particular supplier. You can be able to see that on the supplier profile. And again, you will be able to see also we have got customers, and customers, you can also be able to see their orders. And when you click here, you can also even be able to see pre-payments. There are some scenarios whereby customers come when you've built a good loyalty with a customer and they pay in advance. Then that is now what they consume. You can be able to track that here. What a beautiful thing. And again, you can even be able to see up here, we have got what is called customer balances. This customer has eaten how much from my shop or from my restaurant? How much in terms of money does he owe me? You can be able to track that per single customer. And again, under reports, we have got what is called the account statements, that is pulled from different accounts that you'll be able to register in the system, that is under accounting, customer statements, supplier statements, customer balances, supplier balances, general expenses. Quite much information there for you to be able to take total control and total visibility over your restaurant and over your business. And of course, it puts you, that puts you at a vantage point when it comes to competing appropriately. And apart from that, now we're just talking about system, how to configure your organization details, how to configure your different, let's say, happy hour, item attributes, categories, stores. These are just now the nakadhalikas of the system. We may not have talked about them at this moment. We have got a whole video talking about them, and of course, just creating your users. And of course, as you can see, you can be able to create your own backups. One key thing that I have to mention before I let you go is the usability of JiPOS. As you can attest, just by a look from the dashboard or on the dashboard, you can be able to see the system is quite user-friendly. You do not really have to be a techie to be able to operate it. And that comes handy, especially even when we are training, because training becomes easy when the system flow is easy. And that is what we have maximized in JiPOS. So when it comes to rolling it out, it removes what we call a risk factor in system deployment, whereby there is resistance in system usage because it is complex. JiPOS is quite easy and it cuts that by 99.999%. Talking about reliability, that is a guarantee, and we can have a whole discussion about that. At this point, I must appreciate your time, and you watching this video up to this point has given you some information. And if any case there is something not clear to you at this moment or not still well elaborated, please reach out through or by commenting on this video down here so that we can be able to have a personalized demo for you, or we can be able to single out a particular video explaining a given feature that is still not clear to you. But all in all, JiPOS is an ERP that is serving Kenya and East Africa. Welcome and see you in our next video.